The right news at the right time. Voted best newscast by the Louisiana Association of Broadcasters. This is Fox 14 News at 5:30.
Hello, it's good to have you with us this Thursday on your weather station. This is a special early edition of Fox 14 News at 5:30, bringing you special coverage of the winter storm. I'm Bodie Brooks. First on Fox, breaking news, I-20 westbound is shut down from Monroe to Shreveport. Louisiana State Police are not sure when it will reopen. They are advising that you detour using Highway 165 south to I-10 in Lafayette. We have a look at some traffic cameras and an eye on I-20 as well as we work to learn more details on the situation. Fox 14's CJ Macklin is live near I-20. CJ, what are you seeing?
Hey, Bodie, not the greatest year of 2021 coronavirus for among us, and now weather conditions. The rain, the sleet, the snow has slowed everything down. I'm going to show you the road here going to I-20. They're shutting down I-20 everywhere. I'm at exit 116 here. Cars are slowly coming on both sides, but the police have stopped the roads behind me on Highway 165. People are stopping to check on me here on the road. But for right now, the I-20 is closed going towards Shreveport. I'm at exit 116 right now. Slow on the interstate. If you're headed home, go around, go all the way around for the back streets, the side streets to get you home, because right now I-20 is closed. I'm going to send things back to you, Bodie, in the studio.
All right, CJ, thank you. For more on this breaking news, let's bring in Louisiana State Police Trooper, Master Trooper Michael Reichard. Trooper Reichard, can you explain a little bit about why the Louisiana State Police is opting to close I-20 westbound right now?
Well, we worked in conjunction with DOTD, and we kind of got together and decided that it was just going to be safer to close I-20 down between Monroe and Shreveport westbound, just because the amount of commercial motor vehicles we already had stalled on the interstate, as well as cars that were still stuck out there. You know, it's a little hilly from Shudra toward Ruston area, and the 18-wheelers just were not making up the hills. It was too icy. And of course, we don't have chains for tires here. So, and it kind of just shut itself down. And it was just a safety call for us to shut the interstate down and send everybody down 165.
And speaking of vehicles being stuck out there, are you aware of any vehicles or individuals that are currently stuck out on the interstate right now?
No, we don't know. There are still cars out there, yes, but we have troopers out there. The National Guard is out there helping assist us with pulling some of these 18-wheelers off the interstate. And that's the biggest thing, is safety of the motoring public, of course, getting these people to a safe location. So that's what we're doing right now, as diligently and safely as possible, is to get these people off the roadway.
And last question for you, Trooper. As we look ahead into the overnight hours and into tomorrow, is there any sort of possibility that I-20 eastbound may be shut down? And when are we expecting these roads to possibly open back up?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, it's going to get below freezing again tonight. So we'll have another refreeze like we did last night. And we're doing everything that we possibly can to get I-20 back open. That's the main thoroughfare through our area, of course. As far as eastbound is concerned, that would probably come from the Troop G area over in Shreveport. Right now, eastbound is flowing okay, and they're still able to get through there. So that would honestly probably come from the Troop G area, but we would work with DOTD to decide if that needed to be shut down at any point also.
All right, Louisiana State Police Master Trooper Michael Reichard, thank you so much for your time this afternoon, sir.
And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather from the most experienced meteorologist in the Arklamis, Jared Floyd.
Let's take a look at the tower cam atop the West Monroe studios. You can still see some traffic moving in the westbound lanes in West Monroe. That, again, will be stopping shortly, as the I-20 westbound lanes, as you just heard, will be shut down from Monroe to Shreveport, at least through the overnight hours. And obviously, that is a main artery. Also, when you start thinking about goods and services getting through northern Louisiana, and also for our neighbors in eastern Texas, the trip from, say, Vicksburg to Dallas just went from about 5.5, 6 hours on a good weather day to probably closer to 14 or 15 hours now with detours and the winter weather conditions. A check of the live storm tracker Doppler radar. We still have some light wintry precipitation. We've been dealing with that off and on through much of the day. The good news is that any accumulations that we've run into have been very, very light. And in fact, most have not accumulated on top of what we've already been dealing with. The downside is temperatures never really got above freezing along the I-20 corridor corridor in our area. El Dorado reaching 33, Camden at 34, and if you saw CJ's live shot from I-20, it looks like we have some peaks of sunshine at times. That's encouraging for now. It's not encouraging for the overnight, because now if we weren't clear skies in overnight, temperatures are just going to plummet. We have the overnight low at 21, and if we clear out in the next 2 to 3 hours, I may have to revise that down to 16, 17 degrees overnight. It makes a big difference when you have those clear skies and optimal, what we call radiational cooling conditions. Road temperatures have rebounded today, at least for now. They're in the upper 30s to low 40s for most of us. Ruston's road temperatures still below freezing, obviously owing to the reason for shutting down those westbound lanes. And as we go into the late night hours tonight, those road temperatures will also fall off quite dramatically. We have a little zone of wintry precipitation that we've been dealing with really since early this morning. 2 or 3 o'clock, we were still seeing some light wintry precipitation unfolding across the region. As that advances eastward, the skies will start to clear, but we all know about low clouds and how pesky they are and how stagnant they can remain in the forecast. They are difficult to forecast when they will exit, but I will say seeing at least some peaks of sunshine and some thinner clouds is an encouraging sign to see mainly sunshine through your Friday. So while we deal with a pretty gross overnight in terms of temperatures dropping well below freezing, hard freeze criteria across the area, we will see a little bit of a rebound through the day tomorrow. So again, overnight lows, we have them slated right now in the low 20s. May have to modify that as sky conditions warrant overnight. Daytime highs tomorrow in the upper 30s. That's about as good as we can do through the afternoon, but the sunshine will make a difference. Winds will stay out of the north, and again, that direct sunshine on our snow and ice pack will help through the course of the day. A look at the rest of the forecast rather quickly shows daytime highs topping back out in most spots in the low 40s by Saturday. We have a weak front that could bring some showers Monday, and then back, go figure, into the 60s by the middle part of next week. Clearly, again, make sure you're staying warm safely, especially those without power tonight. And like I said, make sure you conserve that energy as well as much as possible as the power grid continues to struggle as well. Bodie?
Garrett, thank you. Next, West Monroe Mayor Stacy Mitchell joins us to discuss the current water situation in the city. You're watching Fox 14, your weather station.
Fox 14 News is covering the stories that matter to you every day. We highlighted a new sober living house in Oak Grove to help addicts recover. See these stories and more at myarclimis.com and on the Fox 14 News mobile app, available for iPhone and Android.
Reserve your St. Jude Dream Home giveaway ticket by February 26th, then you'll be eligible to win the house and the early bird prize, a lawn maintenance package from 3B Outdoor Equipment. Call the number on your screen or visit dreamhome.org to reserve your ticket today.
Me gustaría pedir algo de comer.
Ah, ok, por supuesto que puedo.
How do you learn Spanish?
I learned with Babbel.
So, Bubble, it's kinda like if my teacher is in your phone?
Kind of. And the best part, it's helped me make new friends, like you.
Language for life. Go to Babbel.com and try it for free.
Little India Restaurant and Bar is the place to enjoy authentic Indian cuisine in Monroe. Come in and enjoy our affordable lunch buffet with a variety of delicious options to choose from. In the evening, experience our relaxing atmosphere or book our private lounge as you order off our menu with carefully crafted vegetarian, South Indian, North Indian, or Indo-Chinese dishes, plus much more. We also have authentic Indian beer or other delicious beverages. Little India Restaurant and Bar. Bigger and better flavors, food, and fun.
Fox 14 News at 5:30 continues.
Welcome back to a special early edition of Fox 14 News at 5:30. And Mayor Stacey Mitchell of West Monroe joins us to talk about the water situation in West Monroe. Clearly, this is not an isolated issue. If you go on our website, you can see boil orders and water pressure issues across the region. Obviously, West Monroe, a relatively highly populated area, and obviously impacts us here at the studios and around the surrounding areas. Where's, like I said, obviously not an isolated issue so far.
Right, and you know, it is all hands on deck right now. Ever since the issue was realized it was going on last night, and so Public Works, City Engineer, our police and fire, everyone is working to locate the problem so that we can restore capacity as soon as possible.
And I guess that kind of leads into the next question: is where is Public Works and everyone in diagnosing that issue right now?
Right. Well, this afternoon, they have been making modifications to the system in order to get more water to the system, so that will should have the effect of increasing the pressure, so that we can at least all have some water to be able to function, and then the problem can at least, we can survive a little while until they can figure out where the problem is exactly. But Public Works is also isolating lines as we speak, just again going line by line, looking to figure out where it is.
Yeah.
The whole city has been canvassed multiple times, not only, like I said, by Public Works, but fire and police, as well as we've put it out to ask residents if you check your yard, check your streets to see if you see leaks. The problem is that everything's still frozen, and it's going to refreeze again, like you just said, so that you don't see the leaks. If you see steam, that could indicate a leak.
Okay, so that's also a very good, important point, is how do you spot a leak if everything's below freezing? And as you mentioned, Public Works trying to isolate lines, trying to find that, and it's going to be a process. That it's kind of basically a process by cancellation, As far as that goes, and you talked about, residents perhaps, looking around their residents to look for leaks, steam, whatever that could diagnose this problem. What else can residents do in the short term to help everybody else out in the community?
Definitely conserve water. If they do have some water, which some people have none, some have some, just with low pressure, definitely conserve water as much as possible. That will help just restore the water in our storage tanks and be able to have some pressure to the system.
And to clarify, we were asking folks to leave their faucets dripping because of the pipes and all that stuff. They can probably still do that.
Yeah, but do it as a drip.
A drip, yeah, not a steady stream.
Right, it doesn't need to be on full blast or a steady stream of water. A drip, should do the serve the purpose that it's intended to.
Right, and at this point, like I said, it's all hands on deck. Has the City of West Monroe reached out for any assistance statewide to help diagnose this problem?
Yes, I was on the phone this morning early, obviously with Homeland Security and GOSEF, with the governor's office. So we have reached out to them. We've already received some assistance. We're just kind of seeing where all this plays out, tonight and tomorrow, to determine where we'll go from here.
And as far as the thaw and looking into the days ahead, folks are obviously stressed, and they're getting a little stir crazy. But we're seeing widespread impacts. The positive, I guess we can say, for the city of West Monroe is the fact that the city really hasn't dealt with a whole lot of widespread continuous power outages through this whole event.
Exactly. We have power, so we are able to be warm and to be safe. This is a temporary issue. It will get repaired. I just definitely want to say thank you to, and I want to tell the residents to be very thankful for our city employees, for the Public Works, the police, and the fire. I mean, they have worked nonstop since last night on this issue. Many of them not sleeping, staying at their office, if they, not going home, if they can catch a couple hours of sleep here and there, as they can. So everyone is dedicated and committed to finding the problem and resolving the issues.
And to recap, like I said, Public Works still on the situation. Not really an ETA. We're just going to have to, they're process by elimination. Continue to try to find that line, isolate it, whatever it may be. But with the overnight lows dropping back below freezing, that obviously kind of exacerbates the problem.
It does. It does. But again, we are... we see this all over, not only this, North Louisiana, but obviously Texas and some other states. So, we just keep working towards the solution.
Certainly not an isolated issue. And Mayor Mitchell, thank you so much for joining us. Sure. Best of luck in getting this issue resolved. And like I said, for residents at home, if you can wander around your residence, look for maybe some steam or a leak, and that could help diagnose the problem, and contact Public Works if you do find anything that would be helpful. Thank you again, Mayor Mitchell. We'll be right back with more on this special edition of Fox 14 News at 5:30, early edition.
$9.95 at my age?
$9.95. No way.
$9.95? That's impossible.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, a manager here at Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company, to tell you it is possible. If you're age 50 to 85, you can get life insurance with options starting at just $9.95 a month.
Okay, Jonathan, I'm listening. Tell me more.
Just $9.95 a month for Colonial Penn's #1 most popular whole life insurance plan. There are no health questions to answer, and there are no medical exams to take. Your acceptance is guaranteed. You can't be turned down because of your health, even if you have health problems or take medication.
Guaranteed acceptance? I like guarantees. Keep going.
And with this plan, your rate is locked in for your lifetime, so it will never go up. Perfect if you're on a fixed budget.
Sounds good to me, but at my age, I need the security of knowing it won't get canceled as I get older.
This is lifetime coverage as long as you pay your premiums. It can never be canceled. So you get lifetime security. And for extra peace of mind, you also have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So don't wait. Call now for free information. You'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record your important information and give helpful direction about your final wishes to your loved ones. And it's yours free. It's our way of saying thank you just for calling. So call now.
Don't wait. Operators are standing by. Call now for free information and your free gift. Call 1-800-246-3714. 1-800-246-3714. Take the first step and lock in your lifetime rate for just $9.95 a month. Call 1-800-246-3714. That number again is 1-800-246-3714. Call now. 14 News at 5:30 continues.
The heavy snow and ice has caused major destruction for a bowling alley in Crossett. Fox 14's Gabrielle Pfeiffer spoke to the owners, who say this was not the anniversary gift that they were expecting.
Yeah, you can see just how much the accumulation of the snow and ice that we've received this week has caused to this bowling alley right behind me. You can see that the structure has completely shifted from the roof caving in. Bricks are now laying on the ground, all of this leaving a trail of destruction, leaving the community at a loss of words, and also the owners as they try to figure out what's next.
I did get very emotional.
Max Bowl in Crossett was once the place where people gathered to have fun on the lanes, but now it's no longer a site to make those kind of memories.
We had some minor roof damage, and we were moving some stuff out to protect it, and then we left.
Shortly after,
we got phone calls 10 minutes, 15 minutes later that the whole roof collapsed, so we came back, and this is what we found.
Here's an inside look of just how extensive the heavy snow and ice caused to this community icon. The hard work the McAllister couple put into this building is now destroyed. This weekend will make 2 years since the couple took over, and this was not what they were expecting.
We brought it back to where it was back in the heydays, and now it's gone. So it's very devastating.
In terms of what's next for Max Bowl, McAllister says he and his wife are taking it day by day.
We just want to thank everybody for all their support and prayers, and you know, we'll just leave it in God's hands for right now.
Reporting in Crossett, I'm Gabrielle Pfeiffer.
Such a tough situation to deal with. Still ahead as residents remain snowed in. The need for food and shelter is growing in priority. The race to respond next on your weather station.
Why am I so calm right now? Because this isn't a spy thriller. This is a Nissan sales event ad. Right on cue. This Rogue has more standard safety technologies than that RAV4. It's almost too easy.
Hurry in for a low $229 per month lease on the 2021 Rogue.
Tick-tock, time's running out.
Severe weather is hitting our area. Turn to Fox 14 News for complete coverage of the effects it has on your neighborhood. Fox 14's severe weather coverage is sponsored by Creed and Creed, your local injury attorneys.
Construction work isn't for everyone, but for those who do it, people like you, it can be as rewarding as it is tough. So imagine a company that understands that. A place where you can become the person you always knew you were meant to be. Well, that place exists, and we're redefining the meaning of construction work, where it's more than a job. It's a career. So, if you're ready for that, we're ready for you. Little India Restaurant and Bar is the place to enjoy authentic Indian cuisine in Monroe. Come in and enjoy our affordable lunch buffet with a variety of delicious options to choose from. In the evening, experience our relaxing atmosphere or book our private lounge as you order off our menu with carefully crafted vegetarian, South Indian, North Indian, or Indo-Chinese dishes, plus much more. We also have authentic Indian beer or other delicious beverages. Little India Restaurant and Bar. Bigger and better flavors, food, and fun.
I am Clay Russell, the Executive Director of Fresh Start, located in Winsboro, Louisiana. We have seen thousands of lives changed over the last 13 years. If you need a fresh start, please go to Ask the Experts on myarclemus.com.
Fox 14 News at 5:30 continues.
The city of Bastrop is collaborating with different groups in the community to make sure nobody is forgotten during this winter storm. Fox 14's Isabel Albritton caught up with a few community leaders to talk about how they are doing just that.
That's right. As we continue to take on the winter storm, the city of Bastrop is making sure everyone has two things: a warm meal and a place to sleep.
In my faith tradition, that is God's call, to love God and one another.
Pastor Christy Fleming, director of the Lighthouse Shelter, says her doors are open to anyone who needs a place to warm up and relax.
We're sleeping in the TV room, in the quiet room, and snugging up on couches and recliners for now, but it's a blessing we've got that.
Reverend Stephen Conley, director of the Morehouse District Association, says it's his life mission to help others. So when Mayor Henry Cotton asked him if he could help with the city's efforts, it was a no-brainer.
It's more blessed to give than to receive. So we have to bless others even when we are experiencing difficulty in our own life.
So far, he and Reverend Joanne Pounds with United Methodist have put together hundreds of meals.
Originally, the shelter was only going to be open until Wednesday, but then we had the second storm come in, and we may be open an entire other week.
With the roads iced over, they aren't able to deliver the food themselves. That's where police officers and firefighters have decided to step in.
We've been really blessed that the local law enforcement and some of the fire department also over in Bastrop have been delivering food. They have four-wheel drive vehicles, and most of us with two-wheel drive vehicles would just slip and slide all over the place.
Thankful that we can bring them out of the cold. We're thankful that we can feed them, and we're thankful that we can be there to encourage them and to support them.
The meals are being transported to Dotson Park Gym for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they're available to anyone in need. For now, in West Monroe, I'm Isabel Albritton, Fox 14, your weather station.
Isabel, thank you. We have one last look at your 7-day forecast after the break.
Max Fresh Market. We're all about fresh. We've got the freshest produce under the sun. Our meat department is the #1. And when you walk through our door, it smells so fresh, you'll be back for more. So come on in and shop today, and you'll see why at Max we say Max Fresh Market. We're all about fresh.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S., and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do. Call us at 1-800-872-1056. That's 1-800-872-1056. Or go to mesobook.com.
What you looking for today?
Man, I need a mattress for my boys.
Oh, twins?
No, I'm gonna need something bigger. Maybe a king or a queen.
Okay, so what about this one? Fellas, why don't you come try this one and tell me what you think?
Yeah, I think this is the one. Yeah, we'll take this one.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice.
You don't have any steel chairs, do you?
No, we're fresh out. We're American Mattress Outlet. We don't have to go into debt to get a great night's sleep or a wrestling match.
Fall in love with the February issue of Value Life magazine. This month, we have all the hard eyes for our Cupid content. From our Art of a Simple Valentine's Day, where we share tips on how to make this V-Day special, to our red hot fashion from local boutiques. And love isn't all that's sweet this month. We check out Bake 318, a local bakery. Plus, our monthly columns like our book reviews, outdoor stories, and health and wellness tips. Find all this and more in this month's issue of Value Life magazine. Available at local retailers and online, valuelifemag.com.
All right, a quick look at the 7-day forecast. And again, the rate of clearing tonight will be critical on how quickly we see our roads refreeze across the area. And we're already starting to see some thinner clouds and some peaks of sunshine. Normally, that would be good news. This is horrible timing for the sun to finally come back out because A, it won't allow for temperatures to really boost before the sun sets, and B, that's going to allow temperatures to just drop like a brick overnight, eventually into the low 20s. Depending on how quickly skies clear, I wouldn't be surprised to have to modify the forecast back into the mid to upper teens for many locations. So a hard freeze is likely across the region. Any of that slush, even as it started to melt today, that moisture is left on the road, so black ice will remain a big issue. Now, I know a lot of folks have talked about black ice with our freezing drizzle events, but this will be a much more significant event. We will thaw a little bit more dramatically through the afternoon tomorrow. Even with highs in the upper 30s, the direct sunshine will help. That continues into the weekend as temperatures continue to climb.
All right, thank you, Jared. As we wrap up this early edition newscast, let's take one look right back outside very quickly. A reminder, I20 westbound is closed right now from Monroe to Shreveport. You see just a handful of vehicles being escorted off the roads there. We heard earlier from Louisiana State Police Master Trooper Michael Reichart. We're still unsure if I-20 eastbound will be closed this evening, but it's we're not sure when either road, whenever if I-20 eastbound does close, if westbound, if it does reopen this evening, it's not looking likely. Thank you for watching Fox 14 Early Edition. Do not forget to check us out on myarclemis.com and follow us on our Facebook page. We'll be right back here for Fox 14 News at 5:30 and 9. Have a great afternoon.